Hello and welcome my fab fans to Glam's new video. I will be filming the story I've been writing, Chapter 3, POV Celestia, the Weeping Widow. I actually recently named the story because I felt like it was necessary. So there will be a playlist where you can find each of the chapters that I will be adding it to, which I called it Chaos Castle. So now let's get started with Chapter 3, POV. Aurora, the Weeping Widow. I was just talking with my husband when I heard a knock at the door. As I walked down each flight of the stairs from the 3rd floor to the front door, I saw Wen waiting through the glass from the top of the stairs. I wondered what they could want as I walked the rest of my way down the path and opened the door. "Welcome, Wen. How have you been? Your restraint made you look like you are back in your 20s, I see. I wish that worked for me. And why are you here? Usually you only come when it's to help out a human. What dumb thing are you here to request, hon?" Aurora said. "You always talk to me like I'm younger than you, when you are only 523 years old. I am 315,632 years of age. Anyway, I am well, and I know you make puppets to help mute and deaf people talk. I am looking for one for the prince. He can't speak, and I'm worried that he will not be able to ask for help when needed. A witch cursed the kid, like the Little Mermaid," which is hilarious because the original version of the story was about a gay man and his unrequited love for his best friend who could never love him. The same poor kid, I hope to find Gennaro's daughter after the first queen's death. When she turns 18, she should get the powers of the queen of the witches. She can break his curse and anyone cursed in less than a few months. If he can't manage to move on from his first love. Dumb kid he is, but still feel bad for him. His timer ends in 4 months. Well, that was word vomit, but yes, I can make you a stuffed toy that can speak for him. But you have to ask Dahlia if she can give me one of her hairs. I owe Scarlet a potion of the moon, and that's the only ingredient I am missing. She needs it to finish off her collection of roses that she casts in their immortal beauty," Aurora said. "She helped me when I was sick, but I don't need to tell you that. You can just overhear what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. When I need a drop of your blood, usually I use my other friend, Rin's blood. But he's out of town, and the only other mind reader I know is you," Aurora said. "You know, I'm not fond of sharing my blood, but whatever helps," Wen said. "You're also not fond of the dead, but come to me instead of asking me to come to you. So I wonder how you really do so well in war, despite your faults. Poor sobbing sap, luckily, death doesn't part me from my lover. We still speak and enjoy each other's company, despite him failing to recover from his illness. He gave me everything, and I still run the funeral home. Though a plague will be coming soon. We only have 2 years to change our systems to be cleaner before it wipes out 1/3 of the continent. People wonder why I clean so much and why I'm digging such a big grave in preparation. Some theorize it's for soldiers, but it's actually a burning pit for the corpses. The only way to prevent the spread of disease is to burn the corpses, and to avoid people. Me and my husband were prepping for this doomsday, working on making the perfect masks for people to wear, and even trying to construct suits for people who need to collect the bodies, to burn them. I made them for doctors, but everyone from this time isn't educated yet, and think I'm just a crazy widow, having lived through 3 plagues and tried to help each time, because I want medicine to improve faster, only because humanity's time is very limited, before I have to leave this planet and find a new one for our species to inhabit. Just like when we ended up here, Earth was so perfect for humans, but humans themselves are flawed. They can survive through anything, but they can also cause their own destruction and downfall because they think too much and obsess over the wrong things. The books are just guides that have been changed through times and history. People can be whatever and love whatever, and their creativity can be so beautiful. But their lies make them mean and cruel when they find a way to disapprove things they hate. Hate is horrible. I've seen it corrupt many and make some cruel and sad. Those that try to live without hate or control are so much happier. Like my dear husband. I made the doll. I shall deliver it to Prince for wine. They have their own things to do to prevent tyranny and hate. Aurora said out loud to her husband. I opened a portal to the castle. I am here on behalf of General Wen to deliver a package for Prince Semita, Aurora said. State your name, the knight said. I am Aurora Mortuary, Aurora said. With a name like that, are you a witch? General Gorgon said. I have a terrible feeling here. They don't seem like the people of Wen's army. Where they replaced? Hey, back off, Miss Mortuary is a friend of the king. You hear yelling from above. What a familiar voice. Sir Hein, it's been a while. I remember you came when your eldest was struggling with their stutter. She grew to be a lovely young lady, Aurora said. When I heard Wen was back, I had to come visit, Sir Hein said. Sorry, welcome in any gifts to the royal family can be given to the king. He should be in his study, the knight said. Since you are a friend of Sir Hein, I have no reason to deny you access, but I'll keep an eye on you, General Gorgon said. Well then, let's go visit the king. I'm sure Gennaro will be pleased to hear that you are willing to help give his son a voice, Sir Hein said. It was just a request when asked of me. Plus, they are the only people willing to talk to Dahlia. She doesn't do anything for anyone without her wanting something in return, and her prices are high, especially if it brings her discomfort. She only listens to Wen, Aurora said. Well, Wen is both pure of heart and the one who raised Dahlia. She owes them everything when you think about it. They risked everything to prevent the extinction of her people. The humans would have wiped out her people. Humans feared all of her kind. If it wasn't for Wen's morals to protect all animals equally, she wouldn't even exist. I can never find fault in them either. They follow their morals and have never faulted from them. Well, we're here, Aurora said. Gennaro, I have escorted this lovely lady here. She is a gift for your son, Sir Hein said. When Wen found out your son was mute, he asked me to make him a device for speech. As long as he wears the doll on his shoulder, he should be able to talk to others, Aurora said. I am very thankful for this. How should I repay you? King Gennaro said. It's okay. Wen has already paid my part of the trade. Is now complete, Aurora said. I guess I'll have to ask Wen what I can do to thank them. But thank you for your lovely craftsmanship, King Gennaro said. Well, the king sure is excited. He even called a maid to grab his son to test it out. It worked just as I thought it would. It always works. But it is still lovely to see it being used and how happy it makes them look. End of chapter. Once you play God, they're gonna crumble.